Okay, hi. Today we're going to talk about a one-to-many relationship between customers and accounts. And typically you'll find this in a situation, and every business has a different story, but generally speaking, you will have a customer that has multiple locations, and you could think of Walmart, and it has 1,000 stores. And in your accounting system, you might be tracking this as one customer, and the locations are ShipTo addresses or locations. Some accounting systems will be able to do accounting, but to break down accounting by the store. So if you had 1,000 stores, and if you said how much revenue and expense am I spending on store number 3, you'd be able to drill into that with an accounting report. From an accounting perspective, the accounting department may wish to keep that as one single customer for the way that they've configured things. But when you come across to the CRM system, you may want to be tracking your opportunities and your conversations with each of these locations. And so here I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to sync one ERP customer with potentially 1,000 different ShipTo or 1,000 different locations, and explode that into multiple accounts in the CRM system. So hang tight, and I'll go through a demo right now. So here, what we're going to start doing is reconstructing some of the data that you might see in your ERP system. So example here, we've got the division or company code enabled. Okay, so here we're going to we'll fill in the company code in this example. We're going to go with the company code A, customer code 100, and the first customer will be Acme Inc. And we'll go with 100 Main Street, New York. We'll copy that as the shipping address. They have a balance of $199. 60 days, let's say it's $100, and 90 days is $99. And we will copy that record, paste it, and this time this is going to be customer 200. It's going to be Walmart, and it's going to be 555 Fifth Avenue. Let's paste that in there, and we'll leave that the same. So what's special about the Walmart example? The Walmart example, we're going to create multi-ShipTos. So let me just quickly copy my multi-ShipTo template here. And for the multi-ShipTo, I'm going to go customer code 200, Walmart, ShipTo code 1001, Olive Avenue. Put that one in California, 90210. Again, Walmart, ShipTo code or location code or store number 1002, 456 Treeline Avenue, and that one is going to be in Washington. 2 ShipTos, and for the sake of this, we will just copy this and make 4 of them, all the way up to 1003, and we'll make the last one all the way to store 1099. So you can see we've got lots of different stores. Branch Avenue, and we'll make this one Leafy Avenue. Change the state to Georgia for that one, and Florida for that one. And that's it for about 304, whatever, 0. Okay, so we got 4 different ShipTo or locations. The next step that we're going to expand on this with is we're going to create some invoices. We can do the same thing for sales orders as well. Let's just go ahead and put the sales orders in as well. Sales orders. And down here, we'll go invoices. For sales orders, we're going to have the sales order number and sales order header, sales order detail, sales order customer location, ShipTo code. For this, let's go with the word location. The reason why is that the word location incorporates both billing and shipping, whereas ShipTo really designates just where you want to send the products to, shipping. It may be different to billing, so let's just keep this as location. Okay. Sales order number, customer, location, and there's additional fields on the sales order such as the status, the date, etc. But we're just going to go with the basics. Down on the sales order detail, we're going to have the sales order number. We're going to have the sales order line. We'll have the quantity, the product, and the value. Color code that. Keep things simple. So sales order number 100, we'll go for customer 100, and the location was blank. It was the default location. Okay. That sales order had sales order line number 1 had 3 boys bikes. We'll make that $300 each line total. would be $900 total. Okay, that's it. Simple sales order. We'll go for another sales order number 101. This is for customer 200, and this is for location 1001. And of course, your locations could also be done at the detail lines, depending on the ERP system. But for this, we'll say it's specified on the sales order header to keep things simple. So sales order number 101, line number 1, there were 2 boys' bikes, 300 each, grand total 600, and copy that, paste it. Line number 2, there were 2 girls' bikes, and they were also $300 and $600 total. And go for sales order 102, and sales order line number 1. Sorry, we need to add a sales order header 102. Customer 200. This was for location 1002, and we got a quantity of 1 boys' bike, $300, and the grand total is 300. Copy this 3 times. Line number 2, line number 3. Make this a girl's bike. Okay, and line number 3 is a boy's bike. We'll call this one a men's bike because it's a larger bike. So we have our 2 customers. One of the customers, called Walmart, has many locations. There are 3 sales orders. 2 of them are tied to a location other than the default, and they have various line items. So how are we going to sync this to the CRM system? So let's take a template here. We'll just copy in basics here, and we'll add the sales order information in a minute. So on the right-hand side, paste the empty placeholder. So on the CRM system, on the accounts, we're going to take 2 customers and map them into 2 accounts. And I know we're going to do a one-to-many in a second, but just bear with me. So by default, we're going to take those 2 customers and create 2 accounts. We know we want to explode the customers by the multi-ShipTo locations. So what we can do is if we take the combination of the customer code and the location code as a dual primary key, we can then explode it and have many customers. So for simplicity, remember, we're going to sync those 2 customers as 2 accounts and then add on the multipliers. So this will become A. We'll just, for simplicity, go 200-location code 1001. And the customer, we can derive, when you join the customers in the multi-ShipTo locations to explode them, we can pick how we get our fields from the customer record. And we can also join them up with fields from the multi-ShipTo or location record. So in this example, we want to actually name this Walmart-1001. The shipping address will come from here. And I made a mistake in the beginning, my bad. But my records shifted over here. I'm going to move them back. Okay, so here we go. Customer 100 is linked to customer 100. We'll just color code that. Customer 200 is linked to to account with the customer code 200. We'll color code that. Now we're going to explode those records, and this one is going to be customer code 200-1001. And the name, we can put the location code at the end of the name. We've done so. And then for the address, we'll go for billing address 123 Olive Avenue, which we took from the location record. And the shipping address in the multi-ShipTo or locations records, you'll have multiple columns. You'll have a billing and a shipping. So let's just change this to locations. Get rid of that shipping concept. Make this the billing address, the billing state, and the billing zip. And what I'll do is I'll just copy this, paste, and we'll call this one the shipping address, the shipping state, and the shipping zip. For my sake, I've just made them all the same. So on our Walmart-1001, the shipping address and the billing address are set from that record. So I will color code these as this is how they're derived, and we'll carry on down the list. This will be 200-1002, and this will be Walmart 1002 for the billing address, and the shipping address, it's 456 Treeline Avenue. So we've now exploded out 2 customers from left to right, and we've exploded out the locations from left to right. So let's highlight that, and we'll just continue there. 200-1003, 200-1004, and we'll take our address here. It's the same, paste it and paste it. There we go. So now we've created 4 additional accounts. So, of course, you could specify if you wanted to join these up in Salesforce using some sort of the parent-child feature. You could simply specify that this one belongs to parent Walmart, this one belongs to parent Walmart, parent Walmart, etc. So you can do that in Salesforce, linking up the parent and child accounts. What happens to our ERP customer record? Well, our ERP customer record, if you keep things simple, this is what happens. You take your locations first of all, and locations are synced to the multi-ShipTo locations object natively. The way it looks in the ERP is the way that it would look in the object in the CRM and the ShipTo. So we got the customer code, ShipTo code, address, state, zip, the account that it belongs to. I think I changed this a little bit, that's why it didn't fit. Okay, so this belongs to the Walmart account, these ShipTos. That's for the lookup, the AR customer code. Okay, so we got the multi-ShipTo locations linking back to the account object and the ERP customer object. We need to fill in the ERP customer object. So the ERP customer object is simply this record, paste it over there, and then the lookup back to Walmart. Okay, nice and straightforward. Color coding, all working. Just color code these. Okay. Will be done. And last but not least, Leafy Avenue. So those all tie up. Let's change the color slightly just so we can differentiate them. So now we go down to the sales order. So we got these sales orders and we have to figure out what we're going to do with them. So the default method is sync the sales order objects to Salesforce, very similar to the location records. Sync them as is. And of course, a sales order will also marry up to an account. So the sales order, for the first sales order is for the Acme Inc. account here. And the second sales order was belonged to Walmart, and that one belonged to Walmart. And then you can also sync the lines. So you can also sync the line items to the account record as well. So if you're looking at the account record, you can look up all of the lines linked directly to the account. So we have a straight picture here. So that summarizes the simple way to take one customer record and explode it into many accounts. If you wanted to drill down further, you can. You can go down to the ERP customer record, and you could decide, let's actually highlight parts of the screen, starting at the top right. You might decide that you don't want to create the default, the parent record called Walmart. Perhaps you didn't want that. You just wanted to have just each Walmart with their stores listed and no parent account called Walmart. You could adjust the sync to do that. You'd have to just make that request. The second part is when you get to the customer record, you notice we did not explode the ERP customer records. You can, but it requires understanding what you're doing, because what you'd be doing, for example, if the corporation called Walmart had a balance of $199 and you go and multiply out the Walmart customer record into each of the locations in the CRM system, each one of them would have a balance of $199, and that doesn't paint a true picture of the stores or the parent account called Walmart if you added them all up. So that doesn't quite make sense. So you got to make sure you know what you're doing. The other part, if you scroll down to the sales orders, if you decided to take those sales orders and explode them, break them down and link them, instead of to the parent account called Walmart, but link them to the child accounts called Walmart 1001, 1002, etc. You could do that. That could work quite nicely. So you essentially take these two fields, and instead of joining to Walmart, you essentially join to Walmart 1001. This will be joined to Walmart 1002. That can be done as well if you find it necessary. So let's just talk about why that might be necessary. If an account representative pulls up Walmart 1001 and they wanted to look at the orders, they would be able to easily see sales order attached to that account record. If we didn't do it that way, the account representative would pull up Walmart 1001. They would then click to the parent account called Walmart, where they would then see the sales orders for Walmart, and they could filter it by location. So it's also with some of the CRM systems like Salesforce Lightning, you can take different unrelated records and place them on the screen. So you could, for example, looking at the screen for Walmart, the account screen for Walmart 1001, you could decide to have a Lightning component that pulls up the parent account, Walmart, all the sales orders where location equals 1001. So that's another option. So you don't have to go and join the data, pre-join it. You can manipulate what's displayed on the screen. So it's up to you how you want to do that. That's that example.